Oh, sorry. Yeah, welcome to Music Theory with CeeMJay. Yep. Today we'll be discussing briefly dots in music. Dots in music, and I don't intend wasting your time. I just go straight to the point. So, what are dots in music? Now, you've all seen dots in different languages. In English language, it's represented as the full stop. The full stop. So that's exactly how the dot looks like in music. So, now the dot can be put anywhere on the stave. It depends on what the composer is trying to pass across to the musician. What is he trying to say? What is he telling the musician to do? Now the dot can be placed above the stave. That's if the note head, the musical note head is above the third line, then the dot will be placed above the note head, and it's used to tell that the piece of music or that particular musical note should be sung in a staccato manner. What do I mean by that? Staccato means short and detached, so it's not supposed to be elongated. It's supposed to be sung snappily, so you sing it very snappily. So in the same vein, if the musical note is placed below the third line, that's the note head, the staccato dot, that particular dot we're talking about, will be placed below the stave, and so it gives the same effect. So if you see something like that, it's telling you that, look, you're supposed to sing it in a staccato manner. But that's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is in relation to the value and the beat of the particular music note. Now, when we are talking about value and beat, now the musical note will have the dot placed by its right hand side. So when the dot is placed by its right hand side and you see it on a stave, it's basically telling you that, look, we are trying to extend the beats, the count of this particular note. So how do we extend that count? We simply put a dot by the side. So whenever you see a dot by the side, most especially the right hand side of the musical note, it's telling you that, look, we are adding half of the value of that particular note to the note. So imagine I have a crotchet note on a stave and I put in a dot beside the crotchet note. We're trying to say that the crotchet note is no longer just one beat, it's now 1.5 beats. So if I'm supposed to sing it for 1 beat before, I'm going to sing it for 1.5 beats. Take another example, for instance, the semi-breve. The semi-breve is that note that looks like an egg, the oval note. So if that oval note is on the stave and I have a dot to the right hand side of it, and I ask you, how many beats do we have now on the stave? Yeah, how many beats? Yeah, that's correct. 6 beats. You know why 6 beats? It's 6 beats because we have the semi-breve note to be 4 beats, and then we have the dot to be half of the value of the semi-breve note. So that is what 4 plus half. What is half of 4? That's 2. So 4 plus 2 gives us 6 beats. So that's basically how we talk about dots in music, especially in relation to values, beats, and rest. Hope you understand. Let me give one more example. Now, let's say we have 3 musical notes on the stave. We have the semi-breve, we have the crotchet, and then we have the minim with a dot. Let me see if you understand my last classes. I'm not going to give you diagrams because I've given you the diagrams in previous lessons. So you're going to ask yourself, what is a semi-breve? What does it look like? How many beats does it have? So we have a semi-breve, we have a crotchet, and then we have a minim with a dot. In total, now how many beats do we have? Yes, pause the video, pause it. Okay, now in total, how many beats do we have? Now the semi-breve is how many beats? 4 beats, right? Good. The crotchet is how many beats? 1 beat, right? Now the minim is how many beats? 2 beats, but the dot is beside the minim, right? So that gives us how many beats for the minim? 3 beats. So in total, how many beats do we have? So we have 4, plus 1 plus 3. That's how many bits, everybody? Good. That's 8 bits. 4 bits plus 1 bit are 5 bits plus 3 bits, 8 bits. So that's basically how we come about with dots in music, especially in relation to beats, rest, and value. So if you've been enjoying the series so far and you've not subscribed, I'm telling you, you are missing a lot, because whenever I post, you're not going to know, you're not going to get notified until maybe a friend shares it with you and all. So I want you to just subscribe and like this video. Yes, share with your friends, and you can just turn on that bell, that notification, so that you'll be the first to get notified when another video comes up. Thank you very much for listening. See you in the next video. Bye.